The guard laughed at the thought of Luke slaying the dragon, but let him try his luck anyway. The three men embarked on their long journey to the dragon's cave. They walked for miles and miles, across rivers and through swamps. The journey was long and tiresome, and the three men were exhausted, but had to carry on if they were to reach the cave by nightfall. All while, the brave Sir Wellington raced ahead on his horse. A few hours into the journey, the three men came across an old woman in the forest. She was struggling and unable to get off the ground.
Please help me! No!
The butcher's son ignored the elderly woman and carried on walking.
Please help me! No!
As did the baker's son.
Please help
But Luke took pity on the old woman and helped her to her feet. She was very grateful and decided to give Luke a magic scarf and told him it would help him in his quest against defeating the dragon. The three men were standing outside the cave, deciding who would go first. There was no sign of Sir Wellington. Perhaps he had already killed the dragon. Bernard, the butcher's son, decided he would go first. The butcher's son, Bernard Matthews, decided he would be the first to enter the dragon's cave. He was very nervous and his hands were shaking, but he knew that he had to carry on if he was going to slay the dragon and marry the princess. The dragon came out of nowhere and blasted fire all around. Bernard turned and ran as fast as he could. Next, it was Fred Kipling, the baker's son's turn to face the dragon. He bravely entered the cave, but again ran for his life as soon as the dragon reared its head, leaving Luke waiting outside the cave all alone. Luke had just seen two men enter the cave, one after another. Two men that immediately ran out screaming in fear. But the thought of the princess made him press on. Suddenly, the dragon was there, shooting fire from its huge mouth. Luke tried to fight the dragon with his sword, but his hands were shaking so much that it fell from his grasp. Luke fell to his knees at the mercy of the dragon, and had almost given up hope. But then he remembered about the magic cloth. And held it out in front of the dragon. To his amazement, the magic cloth reflected the fire back onto the dragon, making it roar in pain, before finally collapsing onto the ground in a smoky heap. Luke had defeated the dragon and was now ready to return to the kingdom and marry the princess. Back in the town, Sir Wellington was lying to the people, claiming he had slayed the dragon and was showing the king exactly how he had done it. The king looked very pleased. After a long journey, Luke was finally back in the town and was on his way to tell the king the good news that the dragon was dead. Luke saw Sir Wellington lying to the people, saying that he had killed the dragon. This made Luke very angry. He had to say something.
Excuse me, I killed the dragon. You did not kill the dragon. Yes, I did.
The king did not believe Luke and ordered a guard to arrest him. Then the old woman who gave Luke the magic cloth appeared and told the king that Luke really did slay the dragon and that Sir Wellington was lying. She also told the king about the witch casting a spell on her and that she was the real princess. The king still did not believe her and pointed to what he thought was the princess next to him. The king ordered the old woman to be arrested too. But then Luke thought he would try the magic cloth. Who knows, it worked before. Luke threw the cloth onto the pretend princess and the sky turned strange colours. The crowd were amazed to see the old woman and the princess trade places, leaving the real princess standing next to the king. So Wellington and the old witch were taken to the castle dungeon for the rest of their lives.
No, not the dungeon, please!
The king now knew that Luke did slay the dragon and was telling the truth. Everything was going to be okay.
Oh, Sir Wellington, come and sit next to me. You're very handsome.
Stay away, witch! No!
A few days later, Luke married the princess, and they both lived happily ever after.